Are you an easy ossifist? Are you willing to make your life easier? That's all it really takes. You just have to be willing for your life to be easier. I've been talking about this for a long time, and we all form a thought system that is mass consciousness. And right now, mass consciousness is somewhat freaked out. It may be for a good reason, it may be for a bad reason, but regardless of the reason, it could take some easy vibes. And one way we can do that in our own personal lives is to reduce our stress. So I want to talk to you about a couple of techniques that can help us reduce our stress. Now, what happens when we get really anxious? The fight or flight system goes to work and it does what it needs. It's saying, run, run, run. But what happens when we get upset, especially when our psychology really drives this fight or flight system rather than an actual bear running toward us? So this system goes off, but we just kind of sit there and we don't do anything. We just try to get over it. And I'm going to suggest something that helps, sends a signal to the body that we're doing something about it, because the adrenaline comes up for a reason. But what can we do with our adrenaline? We can shake. We just go, just shake. You can shake all over. Just shake, 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 shake. That helps reduce the stress. That sends a signal to the body that we are actually doing something, that we're running or we're doing something, and the body chemistry, the adrenal system can say, okay, well, they got it, so we can calm down. Another thing that we can do that we've heard so much about, and this is the breath. And both the breath, when we have a deep breathing, when we breathe deeply, what we do is that we stimulate the vagus nerve, and the vagus nerve is the longest nerve in the body, and we can regulate our ease by how much this vagus nerve is activated. So I'm going to give you a breathing exercise that will help us activate our vagus nerve, and it's something that we can do when we're at our desk or driving a car. You don't want to pay too much attention to your driving a car, but we can definitely breathe a measured breathe. So the thing is that we want to breathe from our belly button, and the count is real easy. We breathe in to the count of 6, we hold to the count of 4. We breathe into the count of 4, we hold to the count of 4, we breathe out to the count of 6, and we hold to the count of 4. And I'm going to lead you through a couple of rounds of that so that you can get used to it, so that you can use this when you're feeling freaked out, or you feel, even if you want more energy, this helps. So let's go. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And now just relax. Remember when you breathe to push that belly button out so that that energy can go all the way down. Now, another easy way to stimulate this good feel in our body, and I think it actually strengthens our immune system and it de-stresses us, and that is to take a cold shower. Now, I can't quite do that myself, but what I do is I get in and I get in warm water, and then I turn it up. Then I turn it to cold, because after my body's warmed up, then I turn the cold water on or turn the hot water off, and it's quite refreshing. Another thing when we get up in the morning is just to splash your face with cold water. That helps activate the vagus nerve. So we can't just use our thoughts to change our lives. We have to include our body, because our body is running us a lot through the chemicals that are formed during our emotions, just whether we have energy or don't have energy. And so we have to work with our body. It's the mind, the body, and the spirit. We have to work with all three. We don't not work with the mind and say, oh, that doesn't work. No, it's like a recipe. If you were just to put eggs in a cake, you're not going to have a very good cake. So that's the way it is with us. We can't just do one thing like breathe, or one thing like meditate, or one thing like visualize. We have to do all of those things. You don't have to do everything every day, but throughout the week we want to be sure that we are moving our body, that we are exercising our breath, that we're picturing the good for ourselves, that we are moving the stress out in whatever way we can, that we're using our affirmations. So this is EZier, and I hope that you will take some of these ideas and use them, because they're so easy to implement them. I'm not asking you to do anything that's hard or difficult. These are easy exercises. So let's take one more deep breath. If you'll take a deep breath with me, a breath of ease, a breath of well-being. And I want you to remember one more thing for sure, and that is that I love you.